Good morning students. Welcome to your data structure lab using C. In the previous session I have discussed about the 2D array and some programming on 2D array. In this class I will discuss about other programs of 2D array like to print the diagonal of the matrix and print the lower triangular elements of a matrix. So let's start. So today we are going to understand the program how to print diagonal of the matrix. Any matrix having row and column equal, that is a square matrix. In a square matrix we can print the diagonal. Here in this figure the pink value are the left diagonal and the blue value are the right diagonal. Means a matrix have two diagonal, left diagonal and right diagonal. And we have to write the program to print left and right. I am writing in a single program. I am writing to print left diagonal and right diagonal. Okay. So first of all, let us understand the logic behind it. Means to print the left diagonal, we have to print this element. Okay, this pink element. And in a matrix, we can access the element through its index value. So let us discuss the relationship among these elements. So first of all, the first element of matrix is 0 0 for left diagonal. Okay, for left diagonal the matrix first element is 0 0 and the second element is 1 1 and third is 2 2. Means what? Where the row and column values are equal, that are the element of left diagonal matrix. Okay. And for right diagonal the elements are 0 2, then 1 1, then 2 0. Means the sum of row and column, just view it, row and column value is 2. Okay, always the value will be true because it is a 3 cross 3 matrix. Then the row and column value is 2. For a 4 cross 4 matrix the value will be 3. Means row plus column will be n minus 1. Okay, so these are the two logic behind it. First, to print the left diagonal, the row and column value are equal. Okay, in the element the index value the row and column are equal. And for right diagonal, in the index value the row plus column value is n minus 1. So by using this logic we can write the program. So this is the program. So let's understand it first. So I am defining max row 10 and max column 10. Means here the max row and max column value is constant, that is 10. And matrix max row max column means matrix having 10 row and 10 column. Then after that it will ask the row value and column value and store in the R and C value. Okay. Then this to for loop is for matrix entering and storing the element in the matrix. So as I have discussed in the previous class, this to for loop means first is for row and column. First value is 0 0 and it will store in matrix 0 0 position. After that it will increase the j value and store the value in 0 1. Then the value will be increases to 2, j value is increases to 2 and it will store on 0 2. After when it will become 3, the value of c is 3 and when it is false it will go to the upper for value and the I value is 1 and then again it will execute 3 times. Means for every I value j will execute 3 times. Okay, and this to for loop is for storing the data in the matrix and this to for loop is for displaying the element of matrix. Okay, then this is for checking the condition for diagonal. First of all, we have to check it is a square matrix or not. Means when the row is equal to column, that is the square matrix, and we can print the diagonal element from a square matrix. So after checking row and column is equal, then it will check the row is equal to column. Means I equal to when I value is equals to j, means when the row value is equal to j, it will print the matrix element. Okay, otherwise it will print the space. So this is for the left diagonal. Then for right diagonal, the condition is I plus j equal to row minus 1, means the row plus column value is always 1 minus the n value. N is equal to row or column. Otherwise it will print space. So this is for right diagonal, and for left diagonal the row is equal to column, and for right diagonal the row plus column value is equal to row minus 1 or column minus 1. So then if this value will be false, means if row is not equal to column, then it will print the matrix is a not square matrix and it will not print the diagonal element. Okay, so this is the output. We are entering the element, then this will first it will display the matrix, then the left diagonal, then the right diagonal. So let's execute it in C. So let's start the Turbo C++. This is the program for print diagonal of a matrix. So first declare max row 10, sorry, so in the program first declare max row and max column, that is 10 10, and declare the matrix with max row max column, means the matrix having 10 row and 10 column. Then ask the user for the number of rows and number of column and store it in R and C. And this do for loop is for entering the element in the matrix. Okay, then this do for loop is for displaying the element of the matrix. Then check the condition whether the row is equal to column or not. Then again do for loop and use the condition I equals to j, means when the row is equal to column, then print the element, otherwise print space. Okay, this is for the left diagonal. And for right diagonal, the condition is again after to for loop, row plus column will be always row minus 1 for the lower triangular. Okay, means row I plus j is r minus 1. If it, then print the element, otherwise print the space. So let's compile the program compile it, then run. Okay, enter the number of row, let it 3, column is 3, then enter the value in the matrices. Okay, then for output, so first it will display the element of matrix, then 164 is the left diagonal and 468 is the right diagonal. So this way we can print the diagonal of a matrix. So you have to write the program and the output. Okay. The next program is to print lower triangular of a square matrix. We can print lower triangular, upper triangular, lower left and lower right. We have to just check the logic between the elements of the triangle and we have to print it. So here in this case, this yellow portion are the left lower triangular. So the indexes value are 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 2. Means everywhere the row is row is greater than or equal to the column value. Okay, and these three elements are not satisfying the condition. The row is means I is greater than equal to j. Always I is greater than equal to j for the lower triangular matrix. So the program is, first we have to declare the max row and max column, that is 10 10, and I have declared the matrix with max row max column means matrix with 10 row and 10 column. After that, ask the row value and column value from the user and store it in R and C. Okay, and then enter the matrix element. Okay, means with use of to for loop we can store the element in the matrix, and again with the to for loop we can display the matrix. And for the lower triangular matrix, after to for loop we have to use this condition, the row is always greater than equal to the column. Okay, then print the element. If the row value is greater than equal to the column value, then print the element, otherwise print 0. So this is the program for lower triangular matrix. Let's execute it. So start Turbo C++. Then I have to open the program lower triangular matrix. Yes, this one. So I have defined the max row max column with value 10 10. Okay, then declaring the matrix with the 10 row and 10 column. Then ask the user to enter row value and column value. And this to for loop is for entering the element in the matrix. This to for loop is for displaying the element in the matrix. And for lower triangular matrix, we have the logic that row is always greater than equal to column. Otherwise, it will print 0. Okay. So let's compile it. Then run it. The row number is 3, column number is 3. Then enter the element. Just enter the element. Then for output, Alt F5. Okay. So see the output. First it will display the matrix element, then it will display the lower triangular matrix. The lower triangular elements are displayed and other elements are displayed with 0 0 value. Okay. So this is the program for lower triangular square matrix. We can also go for upper triangular, right row rectangular. We have to just change the logic. Okay. So write all this program in your record. This session is complete of your 2D array and 1D array. After this, I will check your record copy. Thank you.